Yeah, so websites typically have been static sites, right? And what that basically means that you basically static HTML pages. I see people typing hello, but I'm not sure what that means. Am I? I just want to confirm again with you guys. Is the audio fine? If you can't hear, then please relog in. Yeah, there was no sound for the last 45 seconds or so. We were just trying to see if everything's fine. The guys who can't hear, please relog in, and it should be fine now. Yeah, okay. So I see messages saying that it's fine. So I'm going to continue. Yeah, so that was what static sites traditionally. That was what website design. That was what it was all about all this time. But in the last few years, a lot of design is about building Web 2.0 kind of sites, and the typical attributes of such sites, which you see on the right, namely interactivity, usability, high user-centric design. We'll get into all these aspects in more detail as we proceed. So the first characteristic of a Web 2.0 kind of site is minimalism, and that's really something which if you look at sites, especially Google and any of the Google properties or new products that they launch, you'll basically see that their sites are just giving the user what he wants, and not having a lot of fancy stuff on the site. And that's what a lot of the existing Web 2.0 kind of sites, that's what they really follow this principle a lot. And we'll take you through some of these examples. Right. Now, apart from building a site, it's also increasingly important to be able to make your site more visible on search engines. Even if you take the example of the Learning Catalyst business, which the site launched 6 or 7 months back, more than half of our traffic is from search engines and from the kind of work, the search engine optimization kind of activities that we've been doing over the past few months. So it's increasingly the clients are expecting that the team which does web designing also helps them to do optimization on the search engine front. Right, and if you look at the typical if you look at the typical SEO inputs, you'll see that a lot of them start playing a role when you start building a site. And usability and search engine optimization are linked to a great extent. the sites which are the most usable also tend to be the ones which are which gets ranked highest on search engines. So yeah, this is a slide which talks about some of the key technologies used by Web 2.0 sites, and we'll get into each one of them in the next slides. So let's look at richer apps, and maybe I'll just get in Chaya here, and she can explain what Rich Apps is all about.
Hello everyone, I hope you all can hear me equally well. Okay, now richer apps is essentially when you can do something beyond what you see in a traditional web page. To give you some examples, one is video broadcasting and interactive video applications that are being used. That is, you have a video running and you can still interact within the video, stop the video, check for information within the video. So there are these content seeds within the video that you can pause and watch. Also, there are tools like Point Roll, wherein within a banner you can have games happening, you can have full microsites, you can have various different applications happening within a banner. So these are essentially rich applications. Even some kind of downloadable applications, desktop buddies, etc. would fall under these. Okay, so essentially that would be rich apps. When we talk about something like CSS, which is cascading style sheets, now this is also increasingly being used compared to to just using plain traditional HTML pages. What CSS it sort of does is it helps you to keep it short and simple. It helps you to manage large websites very easily. It helps you to maintain the content and design separately from formatting. So what happens is that you use these style sheets, and within one framework, like you can see in this example on the screen, you have these within one table. You can control the way in which the entire site can work. So you can change the color from one particular framework, and the color in all the other pages will change. You can change the size of the page or the size of a particular table from one panel. So it's very important to use CSS, particularly when you're developing very large websites, and it's a very good technology to learn and specialize in. Okay, and the next one. Yeah, okay, now the next is when we talk about RSS clean and meaningful URLs. What this essentially is that you might have come across these pages where you have these very long URLs which you can't even copy and paste. These are essentially the kind of URLs which are not very clean. So clean URLs is all about URL rewriting or static URLs and search friendly URLs. So you keep the URL as simple as possible, which in case of very large websites, like when you go into an Amazon or and eBay, all these websites, when you keep essentially you'll find unclean URLs in shopping websites where it's extremely long and it's difficult to remember. Clean URLs are ones which are simple and easy to remember. Okay. Okay. Okay, folks, on social tagging, essentially this is another technology that's used. So you can see what people are really searching for on your website. Okay, softwares help you to really find out this very easily on your website, and you start creating, you start helping others to look for information that rest of the crowd is looking for. People like you are searching for. So you're essentially making the site more user friendly. So if there is a website on music and everybody is searching for the latest hits of a particular pop star, so that will come under the tag cloud. So if you are a website that's selling music, you will have the most popular names coming up within your tag cloud, so that other people will also click on these and purchase these. So that's essentially what Foxonomy or social tagging is all about. Would you like to add anything on this? Okay. Okay, Wiki software. Would you like to take this up? Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of the sometimes the educational kind of businesses want to showcase works, content which has been written by a bunch of students, for example, or even in businesses which want to showcase the kind of work that has been happening as a team. So a wiki is a very good application that can be used, and it's basically teams working on documents and pages together. So that's what a wiki is all about. Blogs, well, all of us are familiar with what blogs are. We just wanted to make a point that most of the sites that today typically have a blog section when they plan out things, and it just helps to connect with the end user.
Yeah, the one more way in which blogs do help you is that this is essentially getting not only popular with your network, like these are things which people today call social media optimization. You write your blog, the content gets picked up by other people, because this is a first person writing. You're writing in your own language rather than presenting it in your corporate website where the information is presented in a particular fashion. So it's corporatized, or it's advertising messages that are coming across. In blogs, you are writing in a free language, so people come to know about you in a very different context altogether. And also blogs help in search engine ranking, search engine listings. The more updated your blogs are with fresh content, the more it is likely that you are going to get listed better in search engines. Also, people do sharing, like within a blog you can also have SMO your blog, add things like share this on Facebook, share this on Twitter, etc., and it gets furthermore spread across all networks.
Right, so that was the social media and SEO aspects of the blog. Yeah, and then there are mashups, which basically talk.
See, now on mashups, essentially you can. There are many software companies, or there are designing companies or technology companies that would have ready built-in applications which you can add into your site, which you can incorporate into your website. So if you look on the web, you'll find many such products, tools that you can include within your website. You can skin them to suit your application, you can customize them, and essentially those are mashups. It's a very good area to explore, to add, make your website rich, and maybe do that faster. And also mashups, there is lots of technology that helps you to do web streaming, etc. Rich media applications and all become feasible, because mashups are something people have built over the years, and for you to build it from scratch will always take time.
Right. So, we spoke about sites which typically have always planned for a blog section. This is an example of a site which looks like a blog in its entirety, and this is actually a social media agency. I'm not recollecting the name, but it's the entire site looks like a blog in terms of the design and the tone of the copy, etc. And this is something which brands are trying out also. What you see here is an example of